bad boy. We had big dreams, and we finished it out with a 2009 championship, and what a way to start the new year. Thank you guys for coming. You guys have been awesome. Like I said, thanks to my crew guy there. Just without him, I wouldn't have been out here. So thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
And then this week 3 of the Monster Truck International's Golden Hotel Championship. You just retaken the points lead with tonight's performance. Tell us how it feels.
Dude, this is awesome. Like I said, I hope we can make it 2 in a row because that would be sweet. You know, last year winning was awesome, but if we can make it 2 in a row, that would be even better. So keep your fingers crossed because I know I am. It's not going to be easy, but we're sure going to try. So thanks again, guys.
One more time for tonight's racing and freestyle winner, Larry Slim.
First episode, season 3 of TMB-TV. We went right into it and rocked the house here Friday night in Trenton. And one of the wildest new creations in monster trucks did a great job here in his debut on the CFP Tour. That's Greg Winchenbach in the Crustation. Greg, first of all, we got to get your story, how you got back into monster trucks. Now, as we understand it, you used to drive trucks back in the mid-90s, but it's been 10 years. Tell us how all this has come together for you.
Well, 10 years ago, I was racing and I stepped away for a while, built a shop, had a family. Then it was time. I had the chassis then. It was just time to put it back together, and it was a long time to think about what the theme is. There's so many trucks out there with good trucks, and you need a theme. And everybody used to ask me when I raced before, because of the way I talk, they says, well, you know, you're from Maine and it's either cold or lobsters. And I kept hearing about the lobsters, so I said, this is a no-brain, you know. We got to build a lobster truck, so that's what we did.
Now, too, just making that story that much more unique for you, you've actually spent some time in your life as a lobster fisherman.
Yeah, after the first few years of racing, I went on a boat, did some fishing. Not much of a water guy. A little green, but we survived. It gave us some money to start building this truck, and that's what we did.
All right, Greg. Well, it's a great story, but now tell us about the body style. I mean, it had to be incredibly difficult for you guys to get together with some people and come up with such a wild design first off, and then to make it a reality, building a mold for such a, you know, an intense design for that fiberglass.
Well, it started with a local guy, boat shop, 20 minutes away from my house. He could build lobster boat houses and stuff like that. He was a fancy kind of a guy, did fancy work. And when I approached him and told him what my idea was, he liked the idea. We got an artist to come in and kind of free sketch it out of foam. Then it just grew from there. And it took us about a year to get this thing built, but in the end result, the detail is immaculate on it. I'm very happy. Tom Bernardi, Broad Bay Tooling, and all the guys there did a wonderful job.
Now, too, there's also a neat story behind the graphics package on the side of the truck that we see up here, and the T-shirts that you have done as well. Tell us a little bit about your graphic designer.
Well, once this got going, a local guy there again, his name's Glenn Chadbourne. He'd done some work for me before on my shop, and when I got talking to him this time, I wanted a script for the monster, and when I got to meet him more and more and learn about him, he does all the artwork for Stephen King, who's a huge horror novel writer and movie, and he lives in Maine, and I just wanted to keep tying this truck and the theme all with Maine, and that's what we did.
Well, what better graphic designer for a monster lobster than the guy who does the graphic work for none other than Stephen King? Now, we've got your story, Greg. Now we just need to talk about the performance. It's great to come into monster trucks and get a deal with Checkered Flag Productions, one of the premier point series in monster trucks. You're running a lot of shows here, and already tonight you showed you're going to be tough to beat. I mean, freestyle, that's some of the biggest air that we've seen in an arena on TMB-TV, but some breakage on the truck you guys are going to have to be working on tonight.
Yeah, our front shock system is a little off. It was really cold in here, and we're just still learning. We're learning, and I think once we figure it out, we'll be good. But yeah, we broke the housing tonight, both sides, and hopefully we can get it jacked up, try to pull it together, and get through the rest of the weekend, and then we'll have to go home, build a new housing, as well as take care of this problem with the shocks and just the setup of the truck. We just don't know enough yet.
Well, a great debut for the Crushstation here on the CFP Tour for Greg Winchenbach. He's going to be one to contend with here in monster trucks. A great Patrick chassis, and you saw it in freestyle. Going big. I wouldn't be surprised to see this guy put some wins on the board this weekend. But fans, we've got so much more. Still 2 more shows and more wheelie racing and freestyle Saturday afternoon in Trenton coming right up for you here on TMB-TV.